the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you enter Doak Campbell Stadium, you have to walk past the statue of Bobby Bowden first. This is sacred territory in college football. The fans know it. When they get chanting and the horse gets running, you know this is one of the most special places in all of college football. Can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Doak. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Mustangs will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford it. Might have a chance. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads it left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. So the opening drive of the game, and you spin it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pocket breaking down. Picked up 8 yards there, third down and 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Hard running there. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack back.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Flips it out in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It'll be third and long. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Seminoles want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A lot of urgency for this offense.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
It's too bad because these receivers are winning outside one-on-one. If this offensive line can just give their quarterback a little bit more time, there are some plays to be had.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll take it himself. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go, ready.
To the air, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34. The Noles are rolling down the field.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
Breaks into the open. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Swings it out to the flat. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your run.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Goes to the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo. The give from the gun. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Moving out to the right. Makes the grab. It's Riles. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down on the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Touchdown, Noles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again.
Number 36, set to kick this one.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Get it out on the screen. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, They need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Coach is always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Mustangs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. It's a draw. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Finds his tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Trying play action. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, they're just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And this almost feels like a free play on 2nd and inches. 3 wide receivers to the right. Looking to fire. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Caught. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. The Mustangs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Keeps it on the bootleg. Trying to bull his way in. They will score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
He's got him in the flat. Caught, and he's got room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Quick completion on the out route. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for a big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The offense changing the play. From the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the defender. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Noles will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to pass, it's Daniels. He's looking deep. Has it, and he will score! Touchdown, Florida State!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Got a man. It's Hale. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19.
This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. To throw, it's Jennings. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive.
And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Mustangs right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end.
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Release to the back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Lost to throw again. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Mustangs looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Touchdown, SMU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quick spin on the right. Could be an alley. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looks as if he's going to run it.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
That's an incompletion and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for you.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. And guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a first and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Touchdown, Florida State! They take the lead with the 6.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. The screen, and watch out. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds a man on the left. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stacks. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Takes the easy completion. He's loose. Touchdown Seminoles. Once he got some room, it was over.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
The give on the option. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Daniels. A little release to the back. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. Not going to get there as this defense makes a stand.
Hey, man, it's hard to execute field goals in this rain anyway. You're worried about the snap and you're worried about the hold, but that time they just overwhelmed the line up front. They were able to block that kick. That is a huge play.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know.
Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
They'll go to the counter play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think at this point of the game now, in the 2nd half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's in!